Hi guys, welcome to Barack Ball Goats Farm, where we talk about goats farming tips as usual when we get time. Um, our farm is based in Uganda, in Nakasongola district to be specific. That's in central Uganda, and we specialize in boar goats farming from South Africa. We also have boar crosses, um, as well as some local Mbende goats. We specialize in those type of goats, specifically boar goats. So if you are interested in commercial goats for farming or breeding goats, I think we are at the very right position to be able to guide you and help you throughout that process. Now, in the future, we also hope to introduce other breeds such as the Kalahari and Kalahari Red and the Savannah breed. So we really want to focus on all those areas where we will have goats of all those beef breeds and breeding goats basically at our farm. But that's going to be in the future. That's why there's so many things that are exciting, always exciting things happening at the farm. And we'll keep you guys updated and posted with what's happening at our farm. Like I said, I want to thank you again. If it's the first time you coming to our YouTube or watching this for the first time, if you're a regular, you might have already seen this face before. But if you're new, please, and haven't subscribed yet, please go to our YouTube channel, Barack Boa Goats Breeding Farm Uganda, and do a subscription there. That's the same for our Facebook page. You can go and follow us. We also have TikTok. We have a TikTok account, Instagram, and so Facebook profile as well for Barack Boa Goats Farm. So yeah, those are the names you search: Barack Boa Goats Farm for Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Baraka Boa Breeding Goats Farm Uganda for YouTube and Facebook page. Very important to make that very clear. So yeah, having put that aside, I just wanna to guys touch base again about a few things about goat farming. I would encourage you guys to think about this. If you, by now it's very clear that doing a job is good, you get the money and stuff, but it doesn't actually make you wealthy. It doesn't actually make you like a job might end at one point in your life, and as you keep doing a job, your life is actually depreciating. But what I would encourage you guys to do is to start a side hustle, whatever that is on the side. Don't quit your job yet. Just keep doing your job, but start a side hustle, which is going to appreciate when you start to depreciate, because life doesn't actually keep going up, it goes down. As we grow, our life is going down, our income isn't going up either. So it's very important that we think about this. Hopefully when you invest in do something right now, or side business or side hustle, when you start to depreciate, that thing that you invested in will be able to appreciate. Okay, so that's my advice as usual. Today guys, I'll talk to you about natural synchronization. Natural synchronization. What is natural synchronization? So you might have already heard about it, okay, or you might have not heard about it. So we're starting to do natural synchronization at our farm because we never used to do this before, but we found it very helpful, and we think that it will be helpful to other goats farmers as well, and even cattle farmers, by the way, in one or the other. So what is it exactly? So what it is basically is a process where you confine your animals or your goats, separate male from the female, confine males alone and female alone, give them the right feeds they need, let the female go into the heat at the same time before you can introduce the male to serve them. Once you introduce the male will then serve them because they're all going to be on heat at the same time. Please, if they're not on heat at the same time, then it's probably not the right time to introduce the male yet. You will want to wait until they're on heat and then you introduce it. Now, it may take a few days. It may take about a month or about 20 days for it to happen, but it does happen if you're feeding them properly, they're not sick, everything is going right. Most likely they'll be on heat, and then you can introduce them back, all right? This is different from artificial insemination, okay? So this is where you get a bug specifically, or the male, separated from the female, and then introduce it. When you introduce that male, It's a natural thing. What happens, there's a specific smell that the buck has, which goes towards the to the female, and once the female starts it, even if they're not ready into heat, most of them will automatically go into heat. All right, so you may want to introduce it for a few, maybe a couple of months, maybe 1 or 2 months before you can actually, because you want them to be in heat at the same time and make sure that they all mate at the same time. All right, so why do we do natural synchronization? Natural synchronization has got a few advantages. First of all, it actually helps you to have goat kids at the same time, right? So the same couple of months from each other, instead of having 1 or 2 kids every few months, and then you can raise them together, right? Remember, when the kids are born, it's very important that they are very well managed. You buy medications to look after them. You make sure that it's the right season when they're born, not wet season, because there's a lot of bacteria and infections during the wet season. So what that does, it allows you to budget for your medication. When it's the vet doctor, they can come at once, do whatever they have to do. When it's your medication, you buy that once. And management wise, it's also very easy to look after kids like that. Okay, so that's advantage number 1. Number 2, it allows you to actually know when the kids will be born. Therefore, make sure they're born at least in summer to avoid all those other complicated issues such as the bacteria, infections, viral, whatever stuff. Yeah. So remember, goats gestation period, or goats give birth within 5 months or 150 days, right? And so within those days, so for example, in Nakasonga district or those areas, we normally dry season or summer season usually starts from the month of October, and it goes to all the way to April. Although these days sometimes the season do changes from time to time, but generally that's when you expect, October to April, right? So if you want your goats to give birth in let's say October or around September there, you want to introduce your buck 5 months backwards, so you can work backwards 5 months before to allow it to give birth within the time when you want to give it birth. Does that sort of make sense, guys? So yeah, it's very good. The other thing, you can avoid inbreeding because you know which buck is actually breeding your goats. So it's easy when you're selling your goats, you know exactly which one is the father, which one is the mother or the dad or mom, whatever you want to call it. Okay, it allows you to reach the selling weight at the same time, so you can sell your goat at the same time, and so therefore you can bring in money easily. Yeah, so basically it's got so many advantages. Management is a very big one because you want to look after them at once, administer the medication at the same time. They doesn't disturb the workers to look after it, and you don't spend as much because you've done it at once. Get it off the way within that year. Okay. And then of course the selling is a big one. When you think market wise, you know when you're going to be selling, or you can have kids of the same age growing up together, which is also fantastic because then they go into hit the next one together. That's why you always wonder, how do these people have so many cows at the same time of the same age, or goats of the same age? That's actually how most people do it, right? Yeah, so it's got a lot of advantages, guys. I really hope that you've enjoyed and learned a few things. We'll keep you guys posted with regards to what's going on at the farm. Every now and then, like I said, we'll be uploading videos from the farm, whether it's about our goats, what's going on, any changes at our farm. And we hope you found this helpful, and feel free to subscribe if you haven't, like I said. Yes, until next time, thank you.